Yes, that's right. I'm back, Internet. You sick fucks. You know you couldn't get rid of me. Just like you couldn't get rid of the shaky cam. That's returned as well. Today I'm going to review a VHS classic I dug out of my closet just a few days ago. Alone in the Dark. Now, it's not that pussy ass Alone in the Dark that Christian Slater did, where, I don't know what the fuck happened in that movie, honestly, because I didn't watch it. But Alone in the Dark is one of those fucking sweet ass, underrated slashers that grabs you by the ball sack and pulls on your pubes until you have nothing left. See, even the cat likes it. One of the coolest things about this movie is it's got so many classic badass horror actors in it. Jack Palance's in it. Um, Donald Pleasance is in it. Martin Landau, he's in it. It's so fucking great. But basically, the plot is this new psychiatrist is moving into a new town, and he's working for another sanitarium. And the sanitarium has this new state of the art held in place with magnets, um, security system. You know, like the bars and shit are like all held in with magnets and stuff. And they're like, oh, it's electrical. It's foolproof, except for there's a storm, and oh shit, the electricity goes out, and like, all these awesome slashers just break the fuck out, and like, it would be great if it was just one of them, but there's like 4 or 5 of these guys that would each make an awesome individual movie. There's like a 500-pound childlike pedophile who's in it. There's Jack Palance, who plays this military nut. Who believes that Donald Sutherland, who plays a psychiatrist, is like his sergeant, and they think that this new guy that's coming in is gonna kill the sergeant and take over. And there's Martin Landau, who plays a preacher, who's a murderous preacher, kind of like the one in Twisted Metal Black. I always thought was really a cool character. Um, there's a guy called the Bleeder, who hides his face all the time. But when he murders, his nose bleeds, just like in that stupid movie Valentine. And this guy was way cooler than Valentine. I mean, the guy in Valentine. Um, but it was such a fucking sweet movie. There's just this blackout, and all of these killers are just like, woohoo, free lunch. And they just murder their way around this town. And it's up to the psychiatrist to kind of like round them up. And the psychiatrist eventually has to, like, he's kind of like stood. He's got to, stand up on his own against them in his own house. Like, they come to his house, like in the movie Fear with Mark Wahlberg and Reese Witherspoon, where they're like trying to break into his house, even though it's all state of the art and awesome. And it's just a great slasher movie, and I don't think a lot of people know about it. And it needs to be. I need to be like the guy that's out there spreading the word about how great this is. It's such a great movie, and like one of my best friends from the internet. Like I've known him for years. His name is Michael. I haven't seen him in probably or talked to him in probably like 6 or 7 years. But Michael was the one that was like, "Dude, you gotta check this out." Michael, if you're seeing this, this was for you. I dedicate this episode to you. You're such a great friend, and I miss you, bro. Um, just you really need to check this out. There's good gore. Tom Salvini actually did some of the gore on it, so when Tom Salvini does effects, you're in for a treat. There's a cool soundtrack that's actually done by the Sick Fucks. It's a punk band, and I read on Internet Movie Database where I kind of get some of my info before I do my reviews. Um, One of the band members from the Sick Fucks ran into Jack Palance in New York one day and says, "Hey, do you remember me? I was in um, uh, Alone in the Dark with you. I was one of the Sick Fucks." And Jack Palance smiles, and this is Jack Palance thing. He says, "Son, we were all sick fucks in that movie." So it was an excellent movie. Definitely worth checking out. I watched it on VHS. I'm not even sure if it's out on DVD yet, but if it's not, it should be. Follow me on Twitter at Bandstray13. I don't do a whole lot of tweeting lately, but I have my Facebook page, facebook.com/band from the video store. Check out Space Monkey Mafia Studios where I post all my shit. I occasionally do monkey podcasts when they put them up. You'll always feel free to leave your questions and comments and concerns down at the bottom, and rate it even if you hate it. Thanks a lot, everybody.